Okay, let's start with the briefing.
Corporal Brad. As I was saying, first, the bad news. Because the situation on Skahala is critical and expected to worsen, time allotted for training has been reduced to 0. We're going in cold.
Great. And the good news, Captain.
General Urellis has just appointed Sergeant Krieger as his personal adjutant.
Urellis.
As commander of the city, the General's selection of Sergeant Krieger is a great honor for our company. And a great relief.
You never know. Somebody might miss it.
Maybe the Skager.
Personal feelings aside, his loss means you're going to have to do that much more. For starters, Intelligence thinks the power station is in danger of being overrun. There are 2 routes leading there, neither of which is in our hands. Take your pick, and radio back as soon as you reach the station.
Okay, we're going to the power station, and we have 2 routes to pick from. I have no idea what the benefits are, so I think we'll take a look at both.
Met up with Lee and Bakey, 2 of ours from a squad that got slaughtered. They're too exhausted to do us much good, so we're going to keep an eye on them and try for the power plant.
This looks very promising. We could possibly get 2 additional soldiers from this.
Another fight's shaping up, and Skager figure to be everywhere. At least we're out of those stinking halls where we can maneuver. Got a signal from a stranded Marine. Need to find him before the Skager chew him up. And we're gonna need more firepower. A lot more.
We'll likely get an additional Marine. But is he better than those 2? I don't think so.
Met up with Lee and Bakey, 2 of ours from a squad that got slaughtered. They're too exhausted to do us much good, so we're going to keep an eye on them and try for the power plant.
Under conditions, Lee and Bakey must survive 12 turns. Defeat Corporal Bratz is killed, Lee or Bakey is killed. Let's get the tips. Okay, the barrel can be useful if it's not blown up, so we can use barrels to block certain entrances because the enemy doesn't them. It's an item you can push forward at the cost of action points. Position yourselves to defend in just one direction whenever possible. Unite your forces, but don't neglect your defenses along the way. Close doors. Barrels. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm hoping we'll get 2 additional soldiers. We definitely could use some. Overall situation. Okay. These guys have already been deployed and we can't chase them, so that's Lee and Bakey. That's our team. I think those are enemy locations, yeah. And these are spawning spots. Same with these. Yeah. Spawning spot. Okay. One of them seems to have an advanced, and they both have advanced. No, the other has a light, so they're in difficult situation. We need to get to their area very quickly. Yeah. There are spawning spots. First things first, we'll try to close this. That way the enemy only can come through that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna use the defense mode because we have only 8 ammunition and we have to survive 12 rounds. So whenever possible I'll try to use melee attacks to kill the enemies coming for us.
What's up?
Ammunition not gonna do us much good. What we need to do here is to close that door, loot that, then go through this door. It'll take a few rounds.
Okay.
There are 2 green chests, 3. So a lot of equipment, maybe some bonus things. 1, 2, 5, yeah. That's a bit troublesome to leave open.
No problem.
With this, I think we can block this
Here we are.
passage. Oh shit, they can jump over walls. At least some of them can.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these guys spawning are those enemies we've encountered before, but this one isn't.
Ready.
We have a melee weapon on this guy. So we can use the bayonet to finish him off.
Yes. What's up? Okay.
These will likely also have much larger health. Okay, 1, 2,
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Need
sir.
to pull back.
Yeah. Moving out.
Ah. Yeah, these guys can take a lot of damage. So the light combat gun is basically their uses against these. Increase skill level 1. We are getting a lot more experience out of them.
No problem. Nice place you got here.
I'm glad to see that we are gaining experience levels at this point. We
I read you, sir.
desperately need them. I'll save from time to time. I think there's a quick save option in this game, but apparently it's disabled on the hardest difficulty. I don't see why though. Because you can still save, so what hell? What's the point? I don't get it.
In position, sir. Can use this stuff.
20 equipment points. Also
Roger, sir.
close this door.
Yes.
It allows us to focus on one direction.
What's up?
But we are not going to go. We have to go. God damn it. Silly me. But I was thinking that we can basically have our troops open these doors, open fire on these units, and then close the doors. So basically just help these two guys survive. But I do want that chest. So that's not really an option.
Go play somewhere else.
3 skill. Excellent. Excellent. We were still wounded from the... No, we were wounded because we got a skill level up. So we got more life. What we need to...
Roger, sir. Let's go! Moving out! I read you, sir. In position,
We'll
sir.
try to push forward a little bit so we can get this and quickly escape. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I at least want to go and take a look. Yeah, miss. It's good to keep this door open, just because it seems to divide the enemy attention. So it takes pressure away from
I
these
read you,
guys.
sir.
There's a ton of these.
Oh,
3 points. What we can do is basically open the door, take a shot and close it. We could have gone into defense state, I suppose.
yes.
There's too many of these. This is a very high risk situation. I still want to take
No problem.
at least a look,
Okay. Okay,
see
sir.
what actually is there. So I need to move
Right.
1 square forward and
Alright, guys. Okay,
I
sir.
should be able to take a look on the next turn. Ooh, increase skill level. So that's at least 3 skill points we have received on this mission. Don't shoot at it. Ooh. Yeah, we won't be able to shoot at anything. Okay, what I'm going to do now is save and take a look at what's in the box. If it's just equipment points, I'll abandon it. Yeah, 10 equipment points, that's totally worthless. And yeah, there's some kind of special alien here. There's no goddamn way we can keep all these guys alive. I'll
Sir?
give it a shot though.
Yes. Attack.
Okay. That didn't go well. The guy exploded. Yeah, I'll just load.
I read you, sir.
There's no point going after that, so we won't.
Really? Sir?
We'll put our soldiers on
What's
defensive
happening,
states. Hope
Where's the
they'll
action? I read you,
kill
sir.
a few of the enemies.
Yeah.
20 equipment points, yeah,
I read you, sir.
that's not worth a lot.
Okay, sir.
This is gonna be dangerous, but let's see what happens. Yeah, we were a bit too aggressive there. Yeah. See, it's an automatic failure. Yeah, we lost several guys. I don't know why the game keeps calling. The last conditions have already been fulfilled.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the problem here was
Let's go.
I should have just pulled back slowly and
Roger, sir.
be in a defensive position.
In position, sir.
There's too many enemies.
What's happening, sir? Okay. No problem. All right, sir. Here we are.
We need to close this door, otherwise we'll lose guys here.
B, sir.
Here too, we can take a shot, but that's it.
Unit terminated.
We should be safe.
I read you, sir.
On the other hand, we're just on the halfway point of this, so we aren't safe in any real sense. Now, not too much we can do. We'll continue withdrawing.
Yes. Attack. No problem. Really? Sir? Oh? What's happening, sir?
Can I take a shot?
As good as the first time.
Ooh, that helps out quite a bit. Close the door.
Where's
Close
the
it.
action? All right, sir.
We're gonna run out of ammo anytime. Anytime now.
Roger, sir.
Ah, yeah, this is gonna this is gonna be interesting.
What's happening, sir?
Checking the ammo situation.
Okay.
Someone needs to go get a refill.
Okay, sir.
Out of ammo. Yep,
Right.
this is fun.
Yeah. Here.
We need to keep shooting. We don't support the guys at the bottom. They'll never survive this. I think, yeah, we'll go into
Always ready,
defensive
sir.
stance.
Okay. Oh.
Just to draw out the enemy units here. 2, 3. Yeah, we're buying down time. That's all. We only need 5 more turns. But that's not gonna be easy. We're running out of ammo already. And there's no way the guys down south can replenish their ammo. Yeah. So what they can do is use their melee weapons. Hopefully that'll be enough. And we'll actually start retreating once. No, we'll stay here. Yes.
I read you, sir. What's happening, sir?
Out of ammo. We have to close this. Yeah, great shot, dude.
I don't know, sir.
There's no way
Okay,
we'll
sir.
survive this. There's just too many of them.
Okay. Sorry.
Or indeed. The problem here was that we can't keep these doors open. But we need to in order to keep the other guys alive.
All right, sir.
I'll see if we can go help these guys. Out of ammo. That's lovely. That's our last ammo here too.
Roger, sir.
We only need to survive a few turns.
You're dead.
So we're basically going to run at this point.
Okay. Let's get him.
Yeah, we need to start letting them come through.
Roger.
Because we do
No
need to
problem.
keep this door open. Otherwise, I don't see how we could possibly provide any kind of protection on the guys in the south. And if we don't provide protection, they'll get overwhelmed. They have nothing left. And we need 2 turns. 2 goddamn turns. skill up. I think we can get a flamethrower for that guy. Yeah, this is gonna be close, very close. I'm going to save somewhere else because there's no guarantee that we can actually pull it through. This guy will survive. This, on the other hand, exactly no. Yeah, I don't see how this guy can survive. The problem is we should have been able to pull him back here, then he would have survived. Now, no. But that's a shame. Shame, but that's how it is.
I don't know, sir. What's happening, sir?
We're going to take a little bit of a risk. We'll need to draw attention. Yeah, we're not gonna survive this. We're not gonna survive this. We already didn't survive this. But it's more of a... We made an error in positioning our troops. So we got sort of captured in a small pocket there.
Roger, sir.
What we need to do is basically just pull back. Pull back here, not here. You...
Roger, sir.
I'm inclined to just run with this guy.
Right.
Okay,
What's happening,
now
sir?
I have a plan. We need to shoot that one. Yeah, that one needs to die.
Game over. Go play somewhere else.
Okay, that's good enough.
Here. Attack.
We do need to close this door, but we need to keep one of these doors open.
All right, sir.
So it has to be this.
Yeah.
So, what's going to happen now is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go here, he can't possibly attack me. I'm trying to save ammunition. And move as much as possible. I still want to take the crate, but we'll try to be a bit more smart about it. Thing is, we need to move now. Otherwise we'll get stuck here and
So long.
that's going to be a problem. So constantly moving south. We'll try to get as much distance as possible with us and the spawning spot. That'll buy us a round or even two. And that's all we really needed in the beginning.
Okay. No problem.
We do want to shoot our clips empty as often as possible because that's more experience and we do need those precious level ups like that. That's our flamer skill point. We needed 2 skill points for the flamer, but we had 1 in storage and that's another one.
I read you, sir. Yeah!
You need to... I'll actually move a little bit closer for a moment and take a defensive stance. We can close this up.
Really?
Huh?
Sir?
I don't... Not sure if we want to.
That's one down.
He's out of ammunition.
In position. Now.
I don't think we're out of ammo too. So 1, 2. I think we'll be fine.
Looking for action.
We'll leave the door open. Okay, we weren't fine. They're out of ammo. And heat.
I read you, sir.
So now things are getting interesting. Run. Would you guys...
You're dead.
Run.
I won't give up. Let's
Do need to close this one up now.
What's up? Me, sir? In position, sir. Here we are.
Ammunition.
Good stuff.
Then he healed the commander. We need to get
Roger,
those
sir.
doors open again.
All right, sir. No problem.
Yeah, I can't afford to heal
Yes.
now.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Right.
We need to do a little bit of counting. So 1, 2, 4.
Roger, sir.
Out of ammo. Out of ammo, probably 2. No weapon hot.
Yes, sir.
But we
Let's
did
go.
our job. Oh shit. Ah shit. No way we can survive this.
Roger, sir.
We're basically just 1 shot too short always.
What's happening, sir?
Oh, that's a bit frustrating.
Okay. No problem. Go play somewhere else.
Yeah, there's really nothing we can do. We mess up again, but it's so close, so close. Even a little bit of a... one action point more would have basically guaranteed us a victory.
Yes, sir.
So, let's try again. We need to be very careful how we use these fast shots.
All right, sir. I don't know, sir. No problem. Nice place you got here.
We need to keep attracting units here. That's the bottom line. We don't, we'll lose those guys down there.
Right. Sorry.
1, 2. I think we should be
Roger, sir.
okay. Won't be okay here.
Really, sir? In position, sir.
Here. Ready and willing. Attack.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem indeed. Okay, a little bit of miscalculation there, but I think it was worth it. Because even though he got to attack us, it's on the front armor, we only took 1 point of damage. So that 1 point of damage might mean the difference between successfully completing this mission and failing it. It also highlights the importance of the advanced combat weapon. The ability to do some kind of melee combat is very important. We have 3 rounds. Okay, we need to think about this.
Right. So long.
Do I want to stay here and or do I need to? Yeah, we did this calculation before and we ended up getting hit. That was a mistake. I can't go back to the guy that already did something on and stop moving. Are going to do
Okay. Ah!
Okay, sir. That's one less, sir.
yeah, we'll be pulling back.
What's up?
No more ammunition.
In position.
What's up? Oh,
Ho ho ho.
really? Always ready, sir. Okay. Here we are.
Okay, out of ammo. That's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
But they did their job. They pulled the enemy attention,
You're
and
dead.
yeah, there's nothing threatening us here. So we'll
Yes,
continue
sir.
retreating and we'll continue saving.
Sir? For him to be.
Okay.
What's up?
I have no ammunition, so close the door.
Okay.
There's no way we can lose this at this point. Enemies, we have a few shots left and the
Roger,
enemy
sir.
doesn't really have the movement to reach us. What we'll do is go into the defensive mode and go in. And we'll take a shot and go into the defensive mode.
In position. Excellent.
Just in case we have to fight for the next turn too.
Oh. Always ready, sir.
Yeah, we should be safe now. He can't reach us. Now we're out of ammo. So this game better end. Yeah, they can't reach.
Yeah!
Okay, sir.
Ready.
Just taking shots, because why not?
Ready.
And that's it. Oh shit. Mission complete. Okay, that was 37 kills, 0 losses. That was close, very close. But we made it. That's good enough. There's a new mission, nothing more. But we did get a lot of new skill points. So that means new weapons for another guy with a proper weapon. And everyone has skill points now, that's the most important part. Max on flamethrower. That's 40 equipment points. We can certainly afford it. And I'll buy it because anything but the light combat gun. 5 ammunition, damage 10. 2 firing modes. He already has a light weapon proficiency, so we can buy him a better weapon without spending any more points. We just need to go to the other side. This guy's same thing, but he already has the advanced combat, so maybe actually we could buy some equipment. Ammo pack wouldn't be a bad thing. Battlefield fitness is the thing we need. One armor for him. I'm thinking of making Waste another heavy weapon user. Because we have already multiple light weapon users and he has no ability in any of these. So on the other hand, he has some medical skills. So Yeah, I don't know. Maybe even take Brad as a heavy weapon user. I don't know. No one can afford the sniper rifle. We need to visit this, buy some weaponry. Only 20 equipment points. You know, we have at least somewhat properly armed group of units. The only question mark is Mr. West. What weapon system we want to give him. Advanced combat gun would be definitely, so I'm actually probably thinking of going light weapons with him too. That's because the light combat gun is utterly useless. Yeah, we can't rely on that to do anything. How about that? We could buy him an armor though. That's another way to spend your... We do need it. But if he doesn't have a proper weapon, he's gonna be totally useless anyway. Choices. Yeah, I think it's worth a single point. Good enough for a weapon. B. Light armor. Although I'm not sure light armor is... Let's buy it. No. No. Weaponry is more important at this stage. We're mainly facing close quarter enemies, so I think good weapons would basically be a lot more... protect our health and life much better than crappy armor. So no. At least we're now a properly armed team, so that's the difference. And I'll end it here for now.